speaking to like your different interests and like your different potential professional opportunities that you didn't pursue because you went to the NFL. What are you guys looking to do down the line? What are like some of your future aspirations? Did they really change over time since you've gone into the league? Cope, I wanted to start with you here, just regarding your class that I know you brought up before, that you teach at Penn, like in the spring, and I know like I watched the video with you with the Athletic last week on IG Live, and just like talking about financial literacy and like how important that is to you. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess if
Yeah.
you want to start.
Yeah. So for me, I have my wife and I, we started a foundation Beyond the Basics Inc. Actually, shouting out my dog, Greg. He just sent over a big donation. Going to feed a lot of people with the donation that he sent over. However, but we have a foundation called Beyond the Basics Inc. Our goal is to help people help youth, young individuals realize their full potential and expose them to different opportunities. I say all that to say, when I look at the financial literacy thing that I've been doing, it's a part of the community give back, in the sense of like my goal. There's a lot of things that I learned for the first time in the league with money that there's no reason why through 16 years of education at some of the best schools in the nation, we didn't talk about my credit. We didn't talk about how to buy a house, right? Like my wife, we bought this house that we're living in now, which we eventually plan to turn to a rental whenever we move to a forever home. I remember her FaceTiming me because I was in the middle of the season, and she's like, "Hey, does everything look right?" They had scanned the contract over and sent it to me, and I'm like, shit, I don't know. Excuse my language. I'm like, damn, I don't know. Like, I've never seen a house contract. It's like 40 some pages and all these different numbers. The realtor says it's okay, who we just met, 5 weeks ago. So let's hope that this 15-year contract we're basically signing our lives over. Hopefully this realtor isn't just getting one over on us just to get a 3% fee, right? And it shouldn't be like that, right? Like, and so for me, 401k, retirement plans, all of those types of things. I also think about my mom, who's worked her tail off to provide for myself and my brother, my dad as well. And it's like, if they would have known some of these financial literacy, or not even financial literacy, let's talk money, like money tips, money loopholes, money things that they can do, right? Maybe my mom would have taken some money and putting it into the stock market if she would have trusted it more or understood it a bit better. Someone would have taken the time to break it down to her, right? But in general, so for me, it's about trying to teach people how to fish, so to speak. We've gotten, I'm sure all the guys on the phone here have gotten a lot of different deals and financial education opportunities because of the money that they've gotten while in the league, or the money that they've earned while being in the NFL. It shouldn't be that way, right? Like, somebody working 3 jobs right now, right, trying to provide for them and their families, and we can teach them something, or I have taken it upon myself to collaborate with people to teach them something that can make it easier for them so they can focus on the things that really matter, like spending time with their family. So for me, that's part of the community give back. In terms of the other things, I'm interested in, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. For me, football has always been startup capital. It's always been a means to an end. I am more of a culture builder or influencer, in the sense of like, I want to help people do great stuff and do it in a relaxed way, a fun way, and let's let's make money while doing it as well, right? So whether that's real estate, whether that's this online platform that I'm creating right now, or venture investing, whatever it is, I'm basically, I tell people now, I want to do what I want, when I'm done football, and that means obviously being a husband and father every single day, but being able to put on the real estate hat for a few hours today, or for Tuesday, and then turning around and being able to just find ways to give back to the community on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday doing nothing if I want to, right? So for me, it's about football as a means to an end.
Nice. All right. I'm going to cut you, Justin. two things. One, apparently Joe Flacco just signed with the Jets, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of small school guys. Two, not going to be as long-winded as Cope. The guy's got a million things going on. I respect him. Don't know how he does it. I'm in like a different boat. I'm not really sure, what I want to do when football's over. And it just kind of goes back to my whole mentality of what got me to football in the first place was not really having a plan B. And not to say that I haven't been thinking about what I'm going to do when I'm done, because, we're all former players, just not yet. It's like a classic NFL saying. And I'm not kind of at peace with that. Like, you know what? I'm not sure what I want to do, but I do have a Wharton education. I've considered, going back to school and maybe getting an MBA, or, maybe working in the business side of football, just because I have so much experience and knowledge of what goes on behind the curtain and, what it takes to kind of make it in the league. But I'm not sure. And I think the beauty of that is I can kind of choose what I want to do because of the education that I have and because of the living I've been able to earn playing this game. So it's not like I'm like, all right, I got to find something to do right now. But I definitely, hopefully, will have opportunities, and when the right one comes along, I think I'll be able to know what it is and just dive headlong into that.
Jay Watt, before you go, it's with Flacco. The first Q&A that came in was like, "What are your thoughts on Flacco signing with the Jets?" And I was like, what a bizarre troll job, like, to start, but apparently that is real. So that's interesting. But in any case.
That's funny. No, I'm kind of along the lines of Greg, in the sense of I'm not exactly sure what post-football I want to do. But the one thing I will say, kind of to Cope's point, is I'm certainly using the platform that I have with football right now to prepare me for whatever is next. And someone told me that, while you're in the NFL, everyone's going to pick the phone up whenever you call. So, use that. And so I've tried to use football to network, try to use tickets as investments instead of always just giving tickets to friends, give tickets and things like that to people that you might see yourself in business with in the future. And then, even take advantage of all this time we have. You have so much free time in the NFL, plenty of time to work out and watch film and still have time. So during this quarantine, I've been starting to learn coding. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it seems like the finance world's going there and I got time. So just like anything else I do in life, trying to worry about today and tomorrow and not too much focus beyond that.